Hi, Earth people. I am Chinghiz, together with you. Today, May 30, 2023, and failed civilization. I hope not. For that, you should act as civilization. You know, mind, heart, culture, all that together. This literally you. I believe in you. But system which rule it you, and you're fully under this system as dome, satanic evil, Sodom Gomorrah, their culture, satanic, very bullshit, they aim, Satan aim. And who ruled the world? All of the system which they face to Satan, okay, and acting, therefore, they acting satanic evil form. Satan promised them fully and already publicly, not secretly, rule the world. Finally, they aim. I last time, period of time, particular in each Chinghiz life, saying that repeatedly. They aim by big crisis, change map of world, killing billions, and by new world order come online publicly rule world. For that, they will do anything, anything, literally. They will do anything for achieve their goal. So no wait from them other action. They will try, continue try, fool you, distract your mind, mislead you, greenwash your mind. All will continue to. They never will confirm, recognize what they aims and what actually they doing. No wait. By schemes, by lobby schemes and even more, not only lobby schemes, by media which fully belong to them, mainstream media, by political establishment which fully belong to them by schemes, not directly, but fully belong to them. And they're using all what come in public about high techs. These public people, but they have top secrets, high techs. You should know that, understand that difference between that, what they have, which ones. And of course, they're using that scheme model model. How rule you? What in concrete situation or concrete sphere, what how they should act, by which schemes, and they fully using that. And for first look, you not to understand what will happen around. Not you. You not have this opportunity. Mainly, absolute majority of Earth's people. And so they will do anything. And today's cover photo of Chinghiz life, this anti-protest laws worldwide started, particularly in country of democracies, at the same time as they agreed. And I know that agreed, they will discuss it behind scene, that agreed on this matter, and now start pass these laws. In Britain, in Australia, wait in United States, wait in Germany, wait in France, wait, will happen. This day decision. They're trying, block already. When I call you, we should organize worldwide. Us should be billions on streets and squares. They alarming. And they decided finally by law block that. For now they call it that because they are with disobedience they block it. Transport, block it this, block it that. It's by disobedience. Block it what? Problem. You come in as police and acting if needed. But they try put their other people rights. You block. People, believe me, I said that previously too, decades of years ago. In authoritarian regime, or in Azerbaijan, for example. In Azerbaijan, 2005, yeah, 18 years ago. All demonstrations, opposition, I was together with them. And Ilham Aliyev newly, by illegitimate method, was as successor of his father, Haydar Aliyev, or unconstitutional for. But when people go to some square, they argue was one of argue. You violating others people right. You hear protesting, but they don't want and they should act here, walk to job, to market. But if you here will organize protest demonstration, this one. And second one, they used microphone. And mayor of city, Baku, said this also violated their rights. They should be without microphone even, because people resting in their home, yes, drinking tea or beer, watching TV, or Haidar Ali or Ilham Aliyev's speech on TV. You're violating their law, their rights. And this very symbolic. Today, democratic countries start passing same law. They are fined, they are even jail, which absolutely and completely unacceptable. People, this is not about protest, anti-protest demonstration because climate crisis. They will do more. They very tolerately allow far-right fascism, which is truly dangerous for society because fascism, white supremacists, or Jewish supremacists, or other nations' supremacists means fascism. Okay, racism, fascism. And they're aggressively acting, attacking other part of people, community. Then this should be called domestic terrorism. But not yet they tolerately act in this case. Even some of, for example, United States was one skipjack and puppet of Putin. Trump was welcoming with them, calling them taking same this fascist far right or normal people who not racist, not fascist. And Trump called them both sides. We respect. You see, about this January 6th coup attempt in America, also today, backing them, Trump, even Trump deputy foreign president, if Trump, and Trump will jail it because his very serious crimes, including treason. DeSantis, same position, sure, about pardoning them, and also in climate crisis case, same position. This, you know, persons, Ron DeSantis, called himself as he even was aware this climate crisis exists. But today he already sided with Trump, denying climate crisis, call it he against politicization of weather. Huh? No more or especially tactic politic, or he moron no accepted what happening around about weather, and scientists too rejecting them, or moron no understand. It's in scientists. Who scientists? What scientists? What this means? No understand. And this person planning run for president as Trump deputy. The Trump, if you fail, he will run. Okay, this tactic they're using. Already I saying that to these two United States people, today media. You know, they not will stop on this level. on anti-protest laws. They will increase that. Because climate crisis, people, planet Earth, atmosphere changing, this will already creating much more natural disasters, extreme heat, which already happening, extreme drought, which already happening, extreme hurricanes, which already happening, flood, wildfires, all extreme, melting ice, rising sea level, all that, and people what food chain blocked. Serious problem. People what should do? Go ask, hey government, fuck you. What this means? Their food, their family, their children. You understand that? Today, this call it anti-protest laws, this forum. And they block some transport line, and this problem and violate others people rights, etc. Further, we'll do that when people, because climate crisis, will go on streets and squares. And already today I can say they will even declare martial law, military, as this in these movies, blockbusters of Hollywood movies. Huh? But this reality already they're acting in this direction. This day, this, and they by any cost will do that. No wait from them. They will truly act for survive you people, Australians, British people, Americans, French, Germany, or Indian, Chinese, etc., Africans, Uganda, South Africans, or Congolese. No wait. Or South Americans, Mexicans. No way. They not will truly act for survive you. That true. That truth. And they started to do that. What we can do, you not have alternative. They can't stop us. But we can't lose time. We should organize most mobile forum more quickly, speedily, and we should go street squares, and they will fail stop us. And we not plan our movement peacefully. This disobedience forum, this light forum of disobedience. We by this forum saying a government start act. If government acting, we applauding. Not this already was happened when Paris Agreement was. But when they decided about implementation, they failed. What we should do? If they will join to us and do what planet Earth demand, we will applaud them, we will back them. But they can join us. But this will happen. I say who behind them by schemes who rule the world. So they will continue go this way, and we should continue go this way. They will try by this law stop afraid you or stop you, and if you will afraid and if you will stop, it's very clear they will do more even on the satanic evil direction. But in some point, when all will come as avalanche effect, and this point will immediately trigger, happened when you will broke 1.5 degrees Celsius line. After that, you not will think, finally, not will think about, hey, they are low, they are this, they are fine, they can jail, they have, you not will think about that. And governments argue also not to work. There people try violate other people's rights because climate crisis will seriously affect all of you. Your family, your home, your business, your even food chain will seriously violate climate crisis. Arrest climate crisis. A political establishment. If you can arrest climate crisis. Because climate crisis will violate all people rights. All. Far right, far left even. Moderate. Man, women, children. All rights will violate because climate crisis. Why you try punish people? They fighting for you, for you. For example, Australian climate crisis fighters fighting for Australia, for be survive effectively earlier, for bypassing needed, which demanded by planet Earth's laws on climate crisis case, immediately phase out from fossil fuel and go green, zero emission energy. This for your country national security, for your country future. But when climate crisis will happen, will chaos. Everybody understand that. No need watch Hollywood blockbusters about this theme of climate crisis. No need. Already around happening. And this will sharply increase. For now, I will show you this video from Australia. These incredible girls and this film doing important jobs. This tweet from Extinction Rebellion Global. Does it seem like some accident that multiple governments are rolling out copycat anti-protest legislation? Question. They know they are sleepwalking us off a climate cliff, but every day more and more people are waking up. So they are scrambling to cut out our tongues before we can speak up. And here, short video, approximately 3 minutes, from Honest Government ad profile, Twitter profile name. maybe not only Twitter profile name. Honest government ad. And this cover photo of today Chinghiz life. Anti-government law and this one. And video.
Hello, I'm from the South Australian Government, here to introduce our new law to put an end to peaceful protests in our state. That might sound like a bad law, and civil rights groups, legal experts, even our unions are saying it's a bad law, but here at the South Australian Government, we reflected on it and said, are we out of touch? No, it's the people who are wrong. Introducing the Obstruction of Public Places Bill. If passed, this law will impose huge increases in fines and even jail time for obstructing a public place. What constitutes obstructing is super vague. That's because we bashed this bill together in 20 minutes with help from the shit party and rushed it through with no consultation, which means it'll pretty much target anyone. Unions and workers protesting for better pay, students striking for climate action, even someone handing out flyers. We realise this might discourage many of you from attending any protest ever again, but we're here to reassure you that's precisely the intent, which might seem odd coming from a party whose roots lie in the protest movement, but it makes total sense once you realise we're now the party of the oil and gas companies who own our ass. And those companies are really unhappy that some of you sprayed paint on the Santos building and peacefully protested outside a conference where they were discussing how to keep making more money from killing the world. To which we literally told them, we're at your disposal. And to prove it, this guy, who is Santos's bitch, introduced this new law the very next day. But rest assured, it definitely has nothing to do with the fact that Pete's brother works for Santos as head of government relations. Cool and normal. Also, no conflict of interest with Santos sponsoring police cars in this country. Cooler. With this new law, South Australia joins other states that have recently passed laws to punish peaceful protests. Sure, our penalties will be the harshest in Australia, but be grateful because, as this dickhead said, in some countries you'd get your head chopped off for protesting. Visit South Australia, land of freedom, where protesting only gets you bankrupted and jailed for 3 months. If you'd like to support this shitfuckery, please blame the greeny lefty losers for inconveniently disrupting traffic instead of the cunts who are killing our mother. We love it when you fight each other instead of us. And if you don't support our new law, well, now would be the time to say, fuck this shit, and peacefully protest in the streets. Or tomorrow, it'll be illegal. This has been a message from the government of South Australia. Fuck you. Authorised by the Department at the Disposal of Gas Companies.
Thank you to all our patrons for making the Honest Government ads possible, especially our patron producers. If you want to help us keep governments honest, you can do so at patreon.com/thejuicemedia, or you can grab some merch from our store. You'll find all the links in the video description. Till next time.
Okay. Correct and concrete. Okay. They escalating. But they try to show these climate crisis fighters escalating. And this will happen during all this way. They will do, but they will accuse you. They escalating. Climate crisis. And this attack I attacking them. This is Hamale Petro. Putin Petro, this literally. Huh? And they're doing that. I should react. Huh? I'm reacting. Literally, you have Malay police three generals, Sodom Himora, literally doing, try, intervene and block the Chinghiz line. So, this. No wait from them other action. They can join us and do that not difficult. Again, governments, particularly developed countries, leaders, no directly belong to the system which ruled the world. Not directly they belong to Rothschild and Co., who ruled the world. They're under this system, but they can act and argue climate crisis, which can destroy economy of country. They very like talk about economy growth, non-stoppable growth. Yeah? Not. They're thinking election coming. Donor money, opposite party using that as United States as theater. They are one democratic party which acting by half of measures on climate crisis case. Other climate crisis deniers. Go choose. Both evil, both unacceptable, both combined. This United States political establishment. No weight from them through action as planet Earth demanding. Same about others, G7, G20. United States can change that. For example, Joe Biden, President of United States, and Kamala Harris, Vice President, they can act fully. And American people will back them. If Democrat Party in coming election 2024 will do climate crisis one of priority on their plan, they will win. If not, and Democrat will know, they will deny, will downplay, deny. But what around happening and will happen this year and next year about climate crisis, and American people watching, and will say, hey, fuck you, DeSantis. What you blah blah about participation of weather. But Joe Biden will do that. He shall. And others, allies, should join. Time, good chance for political establishment join truly for fight climate crisis. Climate crisis will destroy not only economy, will destroy national security system. That's true. Military sphere. That's true. That's true. Somebody thinking they protected because they have military. But climate crisis will create such situation when this not will effectively work. And why they waiting? Why not they acting now? I saying that why. But I also say they can block the system. They can join us and act fully. Stop all new licenses of fossil fuel, any fossil fuel. Immediately stop license. And also stop subsidies of existing fossil fuels and give this part of the subsidy to clean energy if needed. There are such problems they're creating. For example, in the United States, electricity grid. They are old and they mainly based taking energy from fossil fuel, and they are clean energy coming, have already fully have opportunity replace this based on oil, gas, electricity. grid. But they say, here not a place, or fully busy, not a place, wait, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, wait. And what United States president and authorities should do when they're using even this tactic by executing all the other things, forcibly replace this based on fossil fuel electricity by zero emission based on clean energy electricity grid. This is one of the example. But I believe in that there should be officially announcement of climate emergency officially by G7, G20, and by United Nations or General Assembly, each country, not in General Assembly, but this also very important, not only in Security Council, which not will happen because Putler, because others, okay, each country, climate emergency, and act same forum. This will give you opportunity act as a law, instead that you passing anti-protest law. People what? If you will do right thing on climate crisis, people anyway will go and block transportation. You think that? Is wrong, if so. If you will act, people will back you. Therefore, this escalation, wrong decision pass these bills, this escalation which absolutely unacceptable. And this not to stop us if you decide anyway side with the system which rule the world and do all this mess, including this climate of planet Earth, and will continue to do because they aim, they go. Big crisis. And we will not tolerate that. We will anyway on street and squares. How you will see. When will happen? Disasters increasingly will too late. But will happen. And what will happen? People not will think what you think about them. They will violate, other people violate, because other people will not will. Will one less than 1% and will 99%. 99% will go straight, and this 1% will blah blah blah blah blah. Our right violating. Comic situation. But they are not replaced for laughing. Because we'll mass tragedy. I call that global genocide. And this start happening before our eyes, and this global genocide created by political establishment, not by others. By denying act on climate crisis, by acting by half of measures, by the blah blah about green capture of carbon dioxide from atmosphere, etc. Look what mess, which mess here. Mike Hudema. Time to flatten the curve. Our planet has already warmed by about 1.2 degrees Celsius today. Already 1.2 degrees Celsius. What will happen in 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 degrees Celsius? Which one will around? But we take position 1.5 degrees Celsius acceptable because this line, when after that we can, if we will act as planet Earth demanding, we can after that down this Celsius. Will come back, return to 1.4 degrees Celsius, 1.3 degrees Celsius. Okay? If you will broke 1.5, you never will, this I saying you, this universe unity saying you never will able stop warming of planet Earth atmosphere. Emergency, avalanche effect. But today you have chance. And Hudema tweeting that, and I reading. Every delay worsens the impasses of the climate crisis. The actions we take this decade will influence life on Earth for thousands of years. With Earth people or without, today even all life can extinct oh planet Earth. This again I see. As one of version, human beings and today's wild species fully extincting, they not will adaptation not will happen because extreme weathers, but there will some form of life which in new form of this weather, unpoliticized weather, will life is life. No civilization, no. But likely, and therefore I saying with that, and we're fighting for that. This climate crisis will trigger other things too, not directly because atmosphere planet changing. Planets as organism, Therefore, there can happen another one blockbuster by huge, very destructive earthquake. And this will happen. In avalanche effect, this will happen. Huge, colossal earthquakes repeatedly, flood, tsunami as outcome of this earthquake and flood outcome, wildfires, food chain broke, you're not able to fight, for example, wildfires as now. They are not real insurance as now. Not real. All will broke. Social program will broke. Planet Earth. You doing that, you. And you can stop that. You know, this reality, this, you can stop that. You have chance for that. And there, how they, this Rothschild and Co., who ruled the world, created that. Okay? This red side, this you created, Earth people, you, and not actually individuals of you, the actually this system which you, this diagram about global temperature have increased by over 1.2 degrees Celsius. Okay, this diagram, this scheme. This seems that 1.2 degrees. And you have chance, do that. I try help you. I say who they not to stop it, do that. We'll continue do that. And what we can do, I choose peaceful way. We should worldwide start protesting, and us should be worldwide billions. And we will go to elections too, and will replace by law, democratic law, which exists in democracies, country of democracies. Elect leaders will truly fight climate crisis because they not doing that. This one, they acting by half of measures which not helpful. This my belief, my decision, this universe unit, and this way of rescue of you, way of be survived by stopping climate crisis. Okay, they again increasing, not so loud. You who now watching the Chinghiz law, they feeling should be how they changing. One thing they loudly beating and saying this day, now this not small but the same. Again, all this doing banker. When they loudly this all İlham Aliyev authority. Petrok murdar böyle. Ha murdar. Sodom and more. How they trying to, which method using? What was this one? And this banker götünü verir. İlham Aliyev. Sodom and more. Petrok. How they, and İlham Aliyev alone, who behind him? Her Israel fascist extremist authority by high-techs, Mossad, and chief boss Putin, who behind scene collaborated with Putin. Today even when Putler already launched war, genocide war in Europe, who ruled the world? Rothschild and Co. And they in Chinghiz lab attacked me. Which forum? This scale. Not only somebody blah blah. Fully. Internet. Around. There. Police. 1,000 by banker. Smith. And high tech from Israel. And repeatedly. Sodom, Gomorrah, or other things. People, the same people. Against me this and this. Now they not torture me. And dirt and their feelings I block it. They try to distract my mind. I not able do this Chinghiz life. Okay, for that, distract my mind. What I won't say, this not should be not happen. But this radar from universe unity, this radar means universe unity. This means my mission from universe unity. They can't block this radar, but they tortured me for kill. When I eating, when I walking, when I sleeping, when I in flat, in apartment or outside apartment, each second, thousand continuation of that. Each 10 minutes they change one other. These groups in brigades, in bunker. Each 10 minutes for keep this each second, decades of years. Why? More than $150 billion they spending for that. Totally. Why? Rothschild and Co. My mission against the system. Who behind Hamaliyev? I said. And who behind big banks and big fossil fuels? Which created this genocidal disaster, climate crisis? Again, they. Who blocked political establishment for act? Again, they. Rothschild and by scams. So obviously thing happening. And the same person against me this, against you this. And no wait from them. Nothing these other people, the same people. You can look at me, what they're doing against me, and you should finally realize will do against you. No doubt. Who they? And they confirming that by their evil satanic action. Try block protest movement. This COP28, also matter I will read. This United Arab, this shameful Barry Johnson, this shameful person, initiative from him, give COP27 to Al-Sisi dictatorships. There what was? Nothing. Damage and lose and last minute, and they know this for cover up, for distract. They know. And COP28 they go, another Arab country. Now, one of big oil producer, oil and gas producer, United Arab Emirates. And president of COP28, who? United Arab Emirates, oil, gas, means fossil fuel president. They're laughing on you, people. This Rothschild and Co. This Rothschild and Co. deciding. Even they intervene in this process. COPs, where should be which country, they decided. This forum they taken control. But the media try to distract you. What matter in Egypt? They need, they say, not will happen. And what matter in United Arab Emirates, they will president oil and gas company chief. This not matter. They will not will. This matter for them. For distract, for lie, for half of measures with will fail. Half of measures not will work. People, half of measures not will work. This means nothing. If you will position, there was nothing now good if they are half of measures, which no was failed. This is good. You will finally lose climate emergency, demanding final action. And scientists, IPCC last report was about that. Finally, stop fossil fuel. COP28 president team accused of Wikipedia greenwashing. And Ketan Joshi on this matter, tweeting, the COP28 president has been editing Wikipedia to remove references to a 2019 multi-billion dollar oil pipeline deal. Definitely do not retweet these screenshots of details about the deal. Just law, he continued, Ketan Joshi. Instead, they suggested that the page note the company was using the revenues from this increased oil output to invest in carbon capture and green fuel technologies. They will use this continuous carbon capture, green fuel technologies, which not will this not will helpful, and this never will in scale for stop this climate crisis. Never. This fully failure, fully. And they know that this greenwash simply. And they will use such technology, such methods for distract your mind, for mislead you, for misinform you. Because they put in your mind who they. This one of the main point, who they. When you know who they and realize that in your mind, you will have needed position. You will act in forum for by rejecting them, for rescue yourself, your family, your future, your habitat. Another blockbuster, but it's no movie. Roger Hallam. What is the private topic of conversation in the climate elites? When Vietnam will no longer be able to grow rice due to heat and flooding? Translation: collapse of food security in Southeast Asia. And this translation of this, mass deaths. Collapse of food security, this means mass deaths. It's so obvious, so simple. Not have food, hunger, deaths, starvation, deaths. Whole region. There are hundreds of millions. And this will happen not only Southeast Asia. Look at this map. This map shows these red flags. This show India, Pakistan too, Bangladesh, Myanmar, all that. And Vietnam and others countries, Laos, Cambodia, all that. This map, this scientific map, what truly happened. This extreme heat will destroy food security, can, if we will not stop that. You know how political leaders thinking, I think. For example, Modi, Indian Prime Minister. What is thinking? He think this climate crisis will cause disaster. Disaster will create that. They are normally some kind of people, but this about millions, will die. But we will, as country, we will act, we will do something. This is absolutely green light for global genocide, including in this region. Green light. Because India not seriously taking this climate crisis, and therefore this will happen. They increasing coal, they increasing oil, gas, they fail it transition to clean energy. And this not only India. This example, fact check example. Climate crisis will destroy. When, for example, another example, when happening disaster. Yes, today killing people are no more, huh? They think maybe. There are dozens died, or 100, 150, no problem. Or we wish praying for their family. They should go to heaven. Huh? We think, we hope, praying. We will give them family some insurance, and no more. But think about that. When this disaster happened, situation of disaster, wildfire is worse. They are not even not your home, not survive it, not such things. And same about food. But this situation happening already before your eyes. What happening in this concrete local places where happening disaster? They're all broke. Food chain, all destroyed. Market closed, destroyed. School closed, destroyed. TV, internet, all collapse. If other region of country, and this means this country, state, not will come to you, not will evacuate you, not will come to you in some places, temporary places where you have food, internet, medicine, etc. You, your children, and insurance. You will build new home. Not will happen. because climate crisis is increasing and will cover whole of your country and during much more time, not 1 week, but years. For example, but this example based on fact check, scientists saying that how warming of planet Earth will cause which form of natural disasters. Quantity will increase, power will increase, time will increase. How long? And this will cover whole country. And this will start time. What you will do? This time you will act. If so, you will fail because you will lose time. This about physics. Planet Earth, this physics. Planet Earth not to stop, say, good, they are political establishment, finally. Thank you. Finally start act as needed. And will stop down all these disasters. Not will happen. This physics. We're fighting for that. And political establishment shall join. About United States, in election case, I said very seriously, Democrats should take one of priority of the election campaign, number one, climate crisis. No job, climate crisis issue will create jobs too. No other economy growth modes means generally, but not concrete. What climate crisis resolving will even improve your economy too. But for that, we should stop climate crisis. Therefore, priority of climate crisis on election time. Not in second, third, which was in fifth place. Not this, already not this death sentence. But number one, yes. Number one. American people will back you. Use that, Democrats. No, look what Republicans will blah blah, will continue greenwash, will continue deny climate crisis. And others country of G7, G20. And entire world use that. And this means today you should reject, block this protest action, this helping you. This protest demonstration helping you. Simple. Your country infrastructure, your country people, their life, your country economy and social programs and all that. Because they're protesting and demanding action from you. And if you will act, all these disasters, which unstoppable will come if you not will act. If you will act, you can stop this disaster. Why are you blocking these protesters? Why you try punish them? Purely evil decision, and I know why this happened, because Rothschild and Co. who ruled the world, their decision. And what we should do, shall do, I also say. Increase, speed up, and much more people on streets and squares. They will fail. They can't arrest all nations, all city, all town. Can't arrest. And we also will go use, because our movement peaceful, we'll use international law and norms for fight them too in process. But we not have time. Therefore, we shall act increasingly. Us should be billions on streets and squares, same day. This possible together with me. This not difficult, and they attempt for afraid you should be rejected by you. For example, we also can do maneuver. How? Okay, we will start without disobedience. One example. They pass a law if you block it, way or transportation, violating their rights. For example, for that, fine, mine. We not will do that, okay? This no so matter. Extinction Rebellion or others matter. Us should be billions on streets and squares same day, fully peaceful. And our power by go billions on streets and squares same day around the world. We will go to election stations and we will elect, we will change this political establishment. They are afraid of that. When we not will give them this chance, hey, you violating our right because they are blocking some places. Or put this painting some oil company logo. Huh? We also should maneuver. Think about that. This very should be important for no lose time case. Take position, and people will join. People will join anyway. They have mind. Be peaceful demonstration, no blockade road modes. Peaceful demonstration, but worldwide. Same day, billions. Maneuver also part of maneuvering. Their which decision they taken, and how effectively we can use our power, our movement on this concrete situation. I say. In Europe, will summit about moment. Yeah, where it is? About plastics. Here was what here. Here already I said that, also from Ketan Joshi. Leap of faith. Alaska pushes carbon offset market while embracing oil. I already said that. Weird. Another tweet, Ketan tweeting. Weird how Elon Musk keeps partnering with climate deniers, fossil fuel advocates, and transition skeptics. Must be nothing. This he replying to article from New York Times, and this call it breaking news. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida is planning to announce the start of his 2024 presidential campaign on Wednesday in a live audio conversation on Twitter with Elon Musk, according to people with knowledge of his plans. And DeSantis, who I already said, climate crisis deniers, as Trump, as absolute majority of Republican Party members, with leadership, Congress, in their states. Who they? Evil, evil. This is about plastics and summit in Paris, I think, will happen. I think in Paris. Look, again, tweet from Ketan Joshi. Quote from article from The Guardian. And this article from The Guardian call it recycling of plastic can release huge quantities of microplastics, study finds. Scientists find high levels of microplastics in wastewater from unnamed British plant and in air surrounding facility. And Ketan Joshi take article, quote from this article. Recycling has been promoted by the plastics industry as a key solution to the growing problem of plastic waste. But a study has found recycling itself could be releasing huge quantities of microplastics. Good. Plastic is also from fossil fuel. Okay. Another about Greenpeace Canada. Quote, recycled plastic can be even more toxic and is no fix for pollution. This Greenpeace Canada tweeting, quote from article from The Guardian. This another article about this matter from The Guardian Opinions. Toxins hidden in plastics are the industry's dirty secret. Recycling is not the. We need to know more about what goes into plastics and better regulation of how recycled products are used, says environmental chemistry lecturer. Doctor, I hear no name. And I continue to tweet from Greenpeace Canada. A message all world leaders need to hear as plastic treaty negotiations resume today. Solving the plastic crisis looks like this not this ban, this not like recycling. There should be ban plastics, not think about how recycling plastics. Greenpeace Canada tweeting, I fully agreed with them. The name of uh, environmental chemistry lecture, he shortly cut it on this tweet, but in this article in The Guardian, they all have. About plastics. Evil, satanic job. About continuation of Elon Musk, who start with me his success process, and he present himself as he climate crisis fighters. You remember this video, also together with Leonardo DiCaprio, 100 giga of Teslas will worldwide, and this will resolve this climate crisis, and others, and others, and others. And finally, we already know from last year, finally, he sided with climate crisis deniers. He joined to Trump when he was president and left Paris Agreement. And I was surprised why alone there on this board. When there was people angry, he left this board. And we think this was mistake, some form of wrong can. But now everyone will on right side of history. But today already we finally know. Particularly when he buy Twitter, and it's not his lone decision. This targeted coming election in America, and not only in America, worldwide, they big crisis plan, and Elon Musk was participating on this Rothschild and Co. big crisis plan by his opportunity, including Twitter. And he sided with climate crisis deniers. Ron DeSantis, climate crisis denier, and Elon Musk backed him. Finally, finished. End of story. And Elon Musk, when before by Twitter, what he blah blah, free speech absolutes, there should be this. He very respects human rights, he can by his life fight for that, for human rights. He said that. And we today know how they fooled all of you. Evil, and he's no clever man, believe me. Result of what he finally decide and come, because he this, will fully collapse. His business, herself, is Elon Musk. Kenneth Roth tweeted, "This is what a free speech absolutist looks like." Under Elon Musk, Twitter has approved 83% of censorship requests by authoritarian governments, such as criticism of the ruling party in India and Turkey. Free speech, 83% request. Ban that, ban Zaban, ban. No free speech, no. Elon Musk, 83% of their requests allowed and did. Fact check. Who this evil puppet of, means Mandaloshka of Putin? true face of Elon Musk. Mandaloshkov Putler. Putler means Hitler nowadays. Therefore, he has this position. Should be no surprise. CEO of biggest carbon credit provider, carbon credit, new name. Carbon credit provider to resign after claims offsets worthless. David Antonioli to step down from Verra, which was accused of approving millions of worthless offsets for major companies. And Ketan Joshi take quote from this article from The Guardian. Quote, some firms are moving away from offsetting-based environmental claims, such as Gucci, which has removed a carbon neutrality claim from its website that heavily relied on various carbon credits. They even selling these credits. Will do, give money. Will do investment. Will do good. Then not will happen. But greenwash. Fossil fuel London. Breaking. Chaos at Shell AGM as climate protesters sing "Go to Hell, Shell." Together we will watch this protest on Shell Company General Meeting in shareholders meeting in 2023.
In the old North Sea, they got permission from the NSTA, so don't you put the blame on me. Sing along! Go to hell, Shell, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Go to hell, Shell, and don't you come back no more.
Good. I welcome this action from fossil-free London and the activists. Good. Carbon tracker tweeting. New legislation in California could have a big impact on company disclosure of direct and indirect emissions involved in the production and consumption of their goods. It is also important disclosure of the direct or indirect involved in the production and consumption of their goods. disclosure of this info also very important. Can be as part process, but important. Mhm, mhm. David Wallace Wells tweeting. In discussions about the future course of renewables, the price advantage of green energy often takes center stage, but comparative profit margins unfortunately tell a bit of a different story. And he replying to tweet from Justin Gray. Climate finance needs to grapple with this very uncomfortable reality. Financiers refuse to invest in clean energy unless it can outperform not just fossil fuels but any other investment. If investors will not invest, financial regulation must force their hand. Very correct. And Justin Way continue. Mhm. Limited returns. This one. This one. Limited returns are the leading barrier to decarbonization. Exclusives who selected each barrier in the top three in percentage. Limited returns, policy and regulations, technology, permitting and legal processes, supply chain constraints, shortfall of capital, stakeholder challenges, lack of expertise, lack of labor. Here's some graphic of that. Limited returns are the leading barrier to decarbonization. This they're thinking about money because system. And this confirming how the system ruled the world. And they today sitting and counting money. They think this climate crisis is scientists also say exists or not exist. Money is cash. Uh, and scientists they exist or not exist. Well, we will give money to some research and find maybe. Likely can find. Some scientists for money will speak. They're using that too. But their quantity, personally, very less. And investment. Of course, authorities should force them by regulation. For example, in the United States case, Joe Biden case, I said that Joe Biden should act, lead, finally, not by half of measures, fully, using this executive order to force them. They are not a place you're looking on money only. There people died. You should do investment on clean energy. Shall. If needed, this situation, we seen how the system forced these investors. for continue invest to fossil fuel. They forced them that, but if we will by regulation for them, this will other not, and in reality demand such action too, we should act and use such regulation too. I say. There's good news about this Hitler nowadays. This also from The Guardian. We are closer than ever to arresting Hitler. But the United States must play its part, said former Prime Minister of Britain, Gordon Brown. This summer will be a crisis point for the Russian president as demand for action intensify, says former British Prime Minister Gordon Brown. Time for that. Ukraine decide act. Finally act when they not fully equipped but already have some of military equipment, ammunition from United States and another NATO allies. And they decide act. This called counter-offensive. And this an attack and fact-tracking them. Who is who, and this, and this, and this. This attack using. And this counter-offensive, they call it that. I like other words, not counter-offensive, but movement for remove this condom Hitler. I again remind you, in life I call Hitler condom because he is it. Particularly, this was fresh when he assassinated Boris Nemtsov. But not only for that, but for that too. He condemned, covered, as they were this pederast, and Kazio. This Putin. Truly, she that. She Sodom Gomorrah version of peder. Putin this is her lifestyle. I plenty of times said that. And her circle. Same Ilham Aliyev. This linked to their fates, to Saturn. So this puppet, this condom, Peter and Kazio, intervened Ukraine territory by his troops, which several times more quantity of soldiers, militaries, or also military ammunitions. But Ukrainian people stand up and stop them, and now starting remove them. Tweet from Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Zaluzhny. Yeah. And he tweeted, "The time has come to take back what belongs to us," tweeted General Zaluzhny. And here video, very important video.
Україна, рідна земля мати. Господь, Отець наш Небесний, благословіть. Я йду знищувати! Нехай рука моя буде твердою. Нехай око моє буде ясним. Нехай зброя моя буде справною. Нехай воля моя буде сталь. Україно, рідна земля мати. Господь, Отець наш Небесний, благословіть нашу рішучий народ, нашу священну паузу, нашу святу перемогу.
I believe in them. I love Ukrainian people. I will respect them. And this is based on reality. Ukrainian people, great people, with courage people, and they decide remove this moron and Peter Kazio Putler from Ukraine. But together with you, Ukraine will successful, but you shall act fully uncompromised form. And we will see any action which will try the Putler will fail. And this will end of fascism in Russia. I know that this not Putler will replaced by other one. For example, another Peter, Prigozhin or such. This not. There will come chance to Russian people finally realize this chauvinism, fascism, very bad for them, for their country, and they should keep this chauvinism, fascism ideology in past, as many other countries did, including neo-Nazi Germany in last century. People of Germany put the ideology of ultra nationalism, okay, means neo-Nazi and Nazi Germany, based on the supremacy, right? Fascism is fascism. And German people, majority of people, absolute majority, rejected this ideology, condemn, and other nations, countries too, was happened in history. Can do that Russia, shall, if they try, if they want, keep their country. Okay? In democratic Russia, in Ukraine case, all territory of Ukraine is Ukrainian territory, including Crimea. This not questioning absolutely. Look at your border before 1991 border, Russian Federation, and try build new civilized form of country. But today, what they happen because Putler nowadays and her circle, including these militaries, and addition to militaries, this Wagner group of Prigozhin. They will use this advantage from start against Ukraine 1 year ago. Now this advantage ends. Bakhmut will release two entire territory, including Donbass, means this Luhansk, this Donetsk republics, they all will liberated by Ukrainian army. Will happen this year, and no longer and final years. I think this not only possible, this should happen and will happen 2024. This. One of another crime of Putler, who should be arrested, and their arrest warrant from International Criminal Court. The city Bakhmut, fully destroyed. You watching? This was normal city. This condom Putler did that. And another condom, his circle, are calling that, are using this word because that correct. Look, when last when in Moscow, May 24 this year, was happening summit of Putler Economy Union, Euro-Az, call it. There come Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Armenia, and also first time was they participated İlham Aliyev of Azerbaijan, illegitimate president of Azerbaijan. He never elected, and his transfer power from his died father to him was unconstitutional because he died. There not was some signed by him order, executive order, not was. This is unconstitutional. Okay, and later, never in Azerbaijan was happening elections. Was some forum event which confirmed İlham Aliyev presidency, and they called that election. Several elections, particularly last ones, was boycotted by Azerbaijan people because my call. Azerbaijan people fully joined to my call. There was turnout approximately 10-15% who joined in last presidential election and last parliamentary election. 10-15%. This means Azerbaijan people reject, boycotted. Here's another farce. So in this event, Eurasia Economic Forum Summit, there Kazakhstan illegitimate, again illegitimate, he not elected by election. Tokayev, illegitimate President Tokayev, and this normally this Putler circle, they can't be legitimate. Lukashenko legitimate. We all seen before our eyes how Putler and Lukashenko cracked down on Belarus people. There are 1,500 people political prisons, including Nobel Peace Prize winner Belyatsky. Where Belyatsky, where he even there are some concerns already last 2 months they are not info about him. And many others, 1,500, fully cracked down. About Ilham Aliyev, I said, about Kyrgyzstan, about Tajikistan, plus means same. They are in Kyrgyzstan, Putler political establishment, no matter who replacing whom, all belong to Moscow. Same about Tajikistan. Okay, and United States of America and G7 and European Union, you sanction Putler and you declare you will sanctions third countries who helping Putler avoid sanctions. Yes? Before your eyes, in May 24, 25, 25th, Tokayev public, his speech remained public, said Kazakhstan will continue help Putler, all logistic, all material needed, all transportation, all goods which needed will supply. Also will act as transport corridor country. Also Kazakhstan resources will their concrete contract between Russia and Kazakhstan, also from third country, from China, from Saudi Arabia, from United Arab Emirates, etc. Tokayev said that, and he said he will increase that. This, of course, controlled by Putler. Putler decided and Tokayev doing. But publicly he said that. And their contracts, their action. And one of last investigative report from Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, OCCRP. Listen, OCCRP, Chinese drone manufacturer DJI stopped selling its products in Russia and Ukraine after the Kremlin's 2022 invasion. Yet its drones have still ended up on battlefields from Russia side. Now his drone continue supply to Putler, but officially he end. How investigation about that? We review how Russian firms are importing them via Kazakhstan. Now here schemes. I will read this scheme. Look here, China Netherlands, Kazakhstan, Russia. Okay, this country and their schemes which companies. Scheme call it from China, DJI, producing these drones. Sending this drone to own Dutch subsidiary in Netherlands, DJ Europe BV. And this subsidiary of DJI in Netherlands licensed it to import over 18,000 DJI drones to Aspan Arba, established after invasion to Kazakhstan. This Kazakhstan firm. 18,000 drone to Aspan Arba, established after invasion. This scheme which after invasion, DJI announced for avoid sanctions. We not will longer supply Putler with drones. We go, we neutral, we respecting the sanctions. And same time, after invasion, immediately by Putler order, Tokayev created this Aspan Arba. And this taken licensed drones from Netherlands subsidiary of DJI, 18,000. And over 500 drones imported to Nebesnaya Mechanika to Russia. Call it firm Nebesnaya Mechanika, Sky Mechanics. And this Nebesnaya Mechanika sold drones to some, again, scheme continue, to Defense Ministry of Russia, etc. And also, Nebesnaya Mechanika back to Aspan Arba, what doing? Some owner, same owner, also linked through a director and a listed phone number from Nebesnaya Mechanika to Aspan Arba. Aspan Arba is Kazakhstan, established specially after invasion for that. This drone was doing, they helping Putler rockets targeted Ukrainian residential buildings across Ukraine. This Tokayev. And Tokayev in Economic Summit of Eurasia in Moscow officially announced he will increase even help Putler. And United States and EU and G7, where you are, and same about Azerbaijan. Sorry, Ilham Aliyev should remain untouchable. Same about gap between Belarus and Russia. Their gap remain. And Putin and Lukashenko using this gap. And about United Arab Emirates. About India buying oil, continuing buy oil from Russia, China too. But United Arab Emirates even buying Russian gold. Means helping avoid sanctions. They huge quantity of gold in tons. And United Arab Emirates means Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia. And this means Kushner Trump. This gang, MBS, Kushner Trump, and who Trump? Putler structure both into United States. They call it that MAGA. But this actually Putler structure into United States. In Britain, Brexit. In United States, Trump in White House. All because your appeasement of Putler. In Germany, what in Germany happened? Last report. Because Schröder, Merkel, this one. Tweet from Julia Davis. The head of Germany's domestic intelligence agency warned this Monday, today, Tuesday, of a rise in anti-government extremism fueled by authoritarian states such as Russia, means Putler, that seeks to divide society and topple the government. There's no utopia, there's no fantasy. There, this happening, as into United States was coup attempt, and they happened. This violation of United States Constitution, even their treason of Trump and co, Kushner, treason by top secret docs too, and additional. And in Germany, this was. Okay? And Julia Davis continue tweet. German security agencies have disrupted several plots in recent years by small groups linked to the Reich Citizens movement accused of planning attacks on critical infrastructure, government officials, and even the national parliament. I read this article from Associated Press, and this happened because Putler structure remain untouchable in Western countries, in Western Europe, in United States of America, and other countries also possible. Untouchable. They are my repeated call already several years for that particular couple of years when Biden win presidency. I immediately call him start cleanup from Putler's structure, clean up country political sphere, clean up United States other sphere which link it directly to Putler structure, so-called MAGA. Nothing. And another election coming, this means you continue greenlighting Putler structure. And Putler behind scene, who collaborated with Putler? Who ruled the world? Who owned this financial system of the world? Rothschild and Co. And this Maine should be Maine. They use it, Putler. Therefore, their collaboration, Trump was in White House from 2016 to 2020. And they repeat that, but already finally, after that they planning launch their big crisis, means big war. And United States not yet, not even start cleanup from Putin structure. Same happening, remain in Britain. In Britain, I say that, in Germany, in France, in Italy, in Austria, in Netherlands, and in several other countries too of European Union. About Hungary, about Turkey, Turkey not member of EU, but NATO member. This is already no question, so obvious. Clean up. If you will fail, Putler and Rothschild and Co. will use this very welcomed by them, your inaction against your country for take control. As here in this tweet writing, for divide and rule. One day they can appear when they will able to launch the big crisis. Another Hitler son-in-law, for example. Germans should act. The appeasement of Putler, there should be responsibility. Clean up means that. Schroeder should be investigated and their crimes, he should be punished, jailed. Same about Angela Merkel. She committed crimes, she should be investigated truly, properly. Same about Steinmeier, who remains now president of Germany. Same about others. They have name. If you not to touch them, you will fail. Some Reich citizens will do that, you block them and finish. Not to happen. Clean up your political sphere from Putler structure, not only political, business sphere too. United States, Germany, and other countries. Clean up from Putler structure immediately and without delay. If you will fail in this case, you will put your country on the very, very dangerous, very devastating situation. No, do that. About this Prigozhin, look who Putler. Look who Putler. I've been saying, calling him condom, and his lifestyle truly this Sodom and Gomorrah form of Peter, narcoman, pedophile, and Peter, pederast, and casual. This Putler. I'm not saying that for words. I never did that. His circle, Prigozhin. Prigozhin called it one of opposition respectful and known figure, woman, Lyubov Sobol, Navalny team, Navalny deputy, Navalny in prison, and he waiting another trial in court which can sentence him to 30 years in prison, 30 years. This start in May, means tomorrow will start, tomorrow, May 31. This is about Navalny. His deputy and team can leave Russia, this not was easy, and they continue their job in Western countries, including Lyubov Sobol. And the Prigozhin, billionaire, head of Wagner military mercenaries, was fighting, show himself as his important persons, and Atim Kadyrov, Chechen so-called leader of Putler, he tweeting about Sobol these words. Look, they are John to Sobol, Luba Sobol profile in Twitter and read in Russian words. Which words Prigozhin used against Luba Sobol. You remember what did Putler militaries in Ukraine first time of invasion? Raped even children, even child, even the Chechens of Kadyrov shooting to leg of 13 years old girl for rape her because she's running. Putler, Prigozhin, Kadyrov, Medvedev, Shoigu, Gerasimov, Kiriyenko, Lavrov. These all names will in Nuremberg process. ICC. Now Prigozhin using even WhatsApp and sending such message to Luba Sobol. Petuk pidir bile. Ty Prigozhin. You Prigozhin, means ty petuk pidir. И козел. После такого твита окончательно ты пидор и козел. Там несколько заключенных в тюрьме, которые сейчас вор закон, двое из них, как минимум. Там было видео. Они сказали, что вместе с Пригожиным были в тюрьме, и они трахали Пригожина в жопу. Почему они будут лгать об этом? Вор закон. Они могут употреблять другое слово. Тварь, мразь и так далее. Не, они сказали, Пригожин пидор. А то, что Пригожин козел, от этого твита то Люба Соболь, мы уже знаем окончательно. А кто такие, да? Кто такие, мрази? Путлер окружение, когда Путин сама, пидор, я доказал это, Ралдугин, Кобин, Берлускони, все они всеядные. И самый закрытый круг Путлера. А тоже Путлер педофил, весь мир знает об этом письме, об этом приказе, о его увольнении из его службы в Германии. За педофильство. То, что Путлер наркоман, ни у кого сомнений нет. Не только наркоман, наркобарон. С тех времен сейчас, петербургских времен. And this should be investigated too about narco activity, narco business of Putler. There was Spark, German film. Putler from Colombian, I think Colombian narco groups taking narcotic when he was deputy of mayor St. Petersburg in 1990s. I'm using this film in Germany This very serious crime. Means he start his narco business this form. And when I call that, they are undeniable fact check. Merkel stopped any investigation of Putler business when he was business before when he come to president of Russia. Any. The Schröder and Merkel. This also should be properly investigated. Why Schröder and Merkel blocked investigation of Putler crimes into Germany? Huh? All start from this. Furthermore, Schröder, Rosneft, Gazprom, Merkel also was very near come to same position in Russia. Putler promise and Merkel accept. And now she say he no apologize. Then she green lighted during these years of Putler, when he invaded Georgia, later he occupied Crimea, no touch. This economic project of Nord Stream 2, etc. When I saying that, and so obvious this was political weapon of Putler on Europe, and he used that. No apologize. Shameful person, Angela Merkel. One main figure who mainly behind this appeasement of Putler, means Hitler nowadays, who create this Hitler nowadays. One of main figure, Angela Merkel and Schröder. And there should be true investigation in Germany. There should be clean up from Putler structure. Not here. Ukraine mistake. Why you call it Tokayev, Ukraine? What? Why you continue try Ukraine? Not I think this not Zelensky, not his authority, but journalists who maybe like this money sent to their videos. Patreon. And these persons who fought position of Ukraine try back Tokayev, Ilham Aliyev, when both Putler very near circle and doing all what possible, helping Putler attack and kill Ukrainians. This fact undeniable, and today's investigation by OCCRP, I also show you. After that, and his speech on Euro-Asian Economic Summit in Moscow, this one. How this scam working, people, and Ukrainian people listen you mainly, because they try not only you, but Western countries too, try mislead you. How? This Putler famous method. In public, talk against one other. And this means they true position. And this will, oh, this man was against, means not Putler side, etc. This Putler famous method. He not discovered that. These KGB methods were known, but Putin actually using that. And when Lukashenko called Tokayev join to union, Belarus-Russia union, Tokayev called that a joke, means distances himself. This not. Kazakhstan already acting as Russia ally, union means. Already acting as part of this union. Not yet, not their same process which already happening between Belarus and Russia, but coming to that, and Tokayev in this case, on this line. I saying you that Tokayev on this line, by Putler Tokayev plan, Kazakhstan will join to this union between Belarus and Russia. No doubt. And who Tokayev? And Ilham Aliyev too. You not think Ilham Aliyev far from them. Not Ilham Aliyev. I said that again, saying that fully. Ilham Aliyev only truly ally of Putler. Only truly ally. This Ilham Aliyev. What this means? Think about that. Which scheme they're using. About Turkey, I will say next time there were schemes, not free and fair election, absolutely not. But they are not, they're using another technology. They're not coming to election stations and changing this button, vote papers. No, it's not. There was happening such thing also, but less form. They're using techno, Cambridge Analytica, Tim Jorge. I can continue. Pegasus, Megas. And fully were using that. For reveal that fact, there should be opportunity for cover, for reveal that. Yeah. But this not yet, but will, as I said about what happened in United States 16 president election, what happened in Brexit referendum, all now, all no. But I said that in time. They are Putler. Today, this undeniable. But today, British, this Conservative Party, which have majority in parliament and government means, continue refuse investigate this fact. Also, after referendum was the election, Putler intervened this election too for back Conservative Party because Brexit. United States what happened, you know. Same was happening in Turkey in this election by high techs, mainly by high techs. And this will reveal. But they are colossal change in mind of Turkish people, Turkish voters. Despite all these mind-washing high-tech technologies by Cambridge Analytica, Tim Jorge, etc., they're 15% giving advantage. 15% at least. Not at least, approximately. 15% is 100% guarantee. This who backed by them will win. In Turkey, they was actively participated. Despite this, many people of Turkey, voters, rejected Erdogan. In previous election, 2018, there was more than 60% of Erdogan and approximately, I not exactly recall, but 33-34% of opposition candidate. Look, more than 60 and 33-34. These differences was. Now, 2%. 52-48. This colossal change of Turkish people. And this 2%, because the intervention on the election by high techs. Actually, if we through investigation, actually, opposition leader Kılıçdaroğlu can win if we will disable the intervention by these high techs into election. Fact of the massive intervention on Turkish election will reveal. Earlier or later. Earlier. Should be. And you will know what was happening in 2023 presidential election in Turkey. And in parliamentary election too in Turkey. Very actively. A big sum of money. And they did the job. Also, one of candidates who in first round was have more than 5%, Sinan Ogan, was bought by İlham Aliyev. At least, investigation will confirm what I saying that again. At least $50 million in one cash case. Plus place box on Erdogan authority. Box means money. And he now Erdogan ally. Means this box have and cash İlham Aliyev give him $50 million. And after that, he was opposed of Erdogan policy. He said, he changed his mind, he backed Erdogan. This happened. This also crime and this also violation of election law in Turkey. And their media fully, 99% of Turkish media under Erdogan control, and they was fully using this media against Kılıçdaroğlu, means opposition party candidate. Fully using for mislead Turkish people, additionally using this opportunity. This also, when we have this fact and this fact check, can't call election in Turkey free and fair. But there was full intervention and for said that there should be unveiled revelation how AKA, Cambridge Analytica, and Tim Jorge, AKA, Tim Jorge means Israel, Mossad by Black Cube intervening for helping Erdogan win election by high-tech technologies. This is what happening in Turkey. I say. And about me, Chinghiz my man. I remain here under control. They not giving me as I in slavery, even each cent they count. I count simple thing by, simple things. Even sometimes for bread, I not have money. And continuation of that for years, decades of years. But now United States, who? Joe Biden. You want him, huh? He in office already 2 years and a half approximately. And here nothing changed to me. And even come to worse because aggression of Putin Ilham Aliyev increased. This is what happening here against me. This directly doing by Ilham Aliyev, both Putin, but all that doing Ilham Aliyev by her police and the three generals too in bank, by her bank, fully equipped with banned weapons, electron weapon, sonic weapon, and high techs supplied by Israel, Mossad, because Netanyahu extremist government, and they're helping by artificial intelligence, by high techs means creating this model how attack me, all using. But bomb crash Gestapo. They crashed my bone, destroyed my teeth. This was happening. They physically, by this form, not touching me. By this high techs, by this construction, and 1,000 smiths, and no less than 100 specialists in bunker in each second. And money. Ilham Aliyev each time said, Chinghiz free, he can have business, no problem. He can have sex with women, no problem. All lying, all blocked. Everybody know that. But he continues said that about money. And he say, for example, have opportunity he not using. He refused use. For example, Patreon, I YouTube user. I decide 1 week ago, try use that for show you how Ilham Aliyev misleading European Union leaders, Ursula von der Leyen and Charles Michel, which into that they very good know, understand what is happening against me and who Ilham Aliyev and what Ilham Aliyev doing against me. They know that. They even participated into that. But by fact check, I try use Patreon, registered, even tweeted about that. I launched Patreon. I launched Patreon. And I should go after, by demand of Patreon, should register it for money transfer company, PayPal or Pioneer, or both American. I try registration, blocked. I try registration, blocked, both. PayPal, Pioneer. Not alone. Try fool me because I first time and this the method which sign that, do that. I go anyway and sign it all. Finally, no working. Sorry, we will try later, etc. I several times repeated that, same result. Means blocked. I can't even use simple thing, Patreon, for my team watching. they know the situation and they can join. And United States of America, President Biden, team member, huh? And both firm, these American companies, PayPal and Pioneer. How this can be acceptable? Kamala Harris, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And my kids should remain in this forum. Huh? They crack and this good. Huh? Huh? Good. Caricature, good for them. Rothschild and Co., Putler, Ilham Aliyev. You think not? Michelle, Ursula von der Leyen. These two, believe me, these two. British monarchy. Israel fascist Netanyahu. They're even using that too. Caricature. Punished me even put in this situation too. Of course, both Rothschild and Co. who ruled all of them. And my team, I try launch Patreon, they blocked. Okay? Okay, Earth people, I am Chinghiz together with you, I say.